Greatness Quest. I'm Trevor Crane, and every single week I'm bringing you somebody absolutely extraordinary to help you take your life and your business to the next level. This week is a very good friend of mine. His name is Josh Kent. We used to work together probably 20 years ago. I didn't know I did anything 20 years ago. Now doing the math. But Josh just reached out to me via Facebook recently. We started talking, and I got so excited about about his successes, especially recently, that I said, stop. I don't want to hear anymore. I've probably done that 10 times now that we've just been setting up this interview. I wanted to capture him in real time with you. So Josh, thank you for being on the call with me today.
Dude, I'm excited to do it. I'm excited. This is going to be awesome. So let's get rolling, huh?
All right. Well, here's what's great about Josh. We were just talking about his new company. Actually, tell me a little bit about, name your company, where they can find you, a little bit about where you are right now, so you get to celebrate it rather than me make the intro.
I appreciate that. The company's name is SunFrog, and we're found at sunfrogshirts.com and sunfrog.com, and a slew of other domains. But sunfrog.com is about a 2-year-old website, and we've just had tremendous success. I think, like I was mentioning to you earlier, about 2 years ago, we were at about 14, 15 employees. Today, we're roughly around 235. And it has been a crazy growth trajectory that we've been on as a company these last 2 years, and we're showing no signs of slowing down. We've done building addition after building, and we had about 4 building additions before we just recently moved into a second location, and that's a 75,000 square foot second location. And we're just, again, some crazy growth right now, Trevor. Could not be happier.
Man, that's so exciting. And this is when I shut him off just yesterday, actually. I was like, hey, man, how's it going? And he said, well, SunFrog's doing pretty good. 2 years, you went from 14 employees to 235.
Yeah.
That's some phenomenal growth. A friend of mine I worked with a few years ago, he lives in South Florida. He has a drug and rehab company. And when I first met him and we were interacting, he had 35 to 50 employees, depending on the time frame. Now he, in the last couple of years, he went 200, 300, 400, 500. But it's been more like a decade of growth, not 2 years. That is some phenomenal growth. Yeah. And another thing, I asked you, what should we call today's episode? And you said to me on the phone yesterday, we were talking on the phone, not on Skype. You said to me on the phone that, you were doing well in business, but you were just a few degrees from greatness, which is the name of today's show, because you're talking my language there. But what was the shift for you? What were you doing before 2 years ago? What was business then that transformed it in the last 2 years to the growth that you've experienced?
Well, just real quick, picture this. Picture a wholesale shop, right? If you're not familiar with screen printing, a bunch of blank t-shirts come in, we put a logo on it, and we send it out. We're doing it in wholesale format. So we would do orders of 500, 1,000, 1,500. Those were our sweet spots for orders. Mm-hmm. And on those shirts, we were charging roughly a $4 price point. So, do the math in your head. You're doing okay. You're paying about $1.50 for a shirt. Mm-hmm. There's some good margin there. But we were in a volume game. We were in a game where there are 14, 15 employees. We had to hustle hard, could not make mistakes. The mistakes were too expensive. And my wife and I, several times over about a 3-year period, were like, why are we doing this? This is hard. We're not making any money. The building was growing and things, but we weren't making money. I call it Never Neverland. You just kept growing, but we're not growing in profitability. Mm-hmm. The overhead was growing, and it was slowly killing us. And for us, the degree from there to greatness was just, it felt like a sidestep to the left, and it was the retail site sunfrog.com that everybody knows today. And it was launching a website where we were selling shirts at a $24 price point as opposed to a $4 price point, as you can imagine. So much more profitable. And doing that has put us on a trajectory for growth, and we've just been having an amazing ride ever since. Now, there's some secret sauce, and there's a formula that makes sure our website performs, and we can get into that. But really, for us, it was we were already making T-shirts. Now we're just making T-shirts in singles rather than in bulk. And that was the degree for us to greatness.
Well, and it's an interesting thing because it doesn't make sense in my head. I imagine sitting around with you having this conversation. And by the way, Josh and I've got some pictures. I should show it. We actually ran a water sports business together. It was my company at the time, and I had a water sports, parasailing, wave runner, sailboat, adventure tours business. And Josh and his buddy Saburi came down to Florida and became some of my key employees, and we became great friends. We threw parties all the time. I remember our trailer trash bash because Josh
lived in a camper at the time.
Yeah, that was
ways. I like to tell people that.
that was a while ago, but a really, really fun time. But Josh and I also started collaborating business wise, and you were always really savvy with online business, and I was not at the time. I think you showed me how to use Photoshop. You showed me how to buy a domain name and set up
your first website.
You got it. So yeah, you did purchase my first website. So I didn't know any of that, and Josh helped me, and then we've been collaborating and sharing ideas with each other ever since. So every year or two, it seems like we touch base. It's been closer to now 5, or I don't know how long it's been.
Too long, brother.
But here's my point of bringing it up. First of all, I just love talking and catching up with you and letting people know that it wasn't always sunshine and rainbows, that we've gone through our phases of business. But what's also key about this is Josh has been working with business owners for a long time, moving into the technology niche, helping people with online business. Josh has been there trying to make a website actually perform and do something. So on the next segment, I want to make sure we talk about your secret sauce, because just because somebody has a website, you just said, well, I just started a retail thing. And I'm like, man, you were selling 500 and 1,000 shirts at a shot. Now you got to sell them to a one retail customer at a time. How the hell are you going to sell enough shirts to make a profit?
Right.
So I want to know about that, and this is something that Josh has some significant expertise in, and I'm really excited to hear about how you transitioned your business from where it was to where you need to go. Hey guys, welcome back. You're watching Greatness Quest. I am here with Josh Kent, who is the owner and CEO of SunFrog. There, you can go to sunfrog.com and check him out. But he, in the last 2 years, has grown his company from 14 employees to 235. And right now I want to know what the secret sauce was. So Josh, you said you made a sidestep in your business. Bring us back and tell me what that shift was and how somebody else can try to mirror that.
Sure. So just a website won't get you success. This isn't 1999. The old days of launching a website, watching the money rake in are over. You need to have a solid business model, a solid business plan. And for the last decade, I've been building websites for folks on a consulting basis. And I'd sit down with someone and we talk about the website. But there was always the whole social plan and everything else. And I found myself consulting people on their success. Mm-hmm. And several of these websites had launched into multi-million-dollar successes. And they got to the point towards the tail end of my web development career where more and more of them were popping. And it kind of became friends and family saying, hey, Josh, why don't you do your own thing? It's like the contractor that lives in an unfinished home or the mechanic whose car isn't running right. So I took that advice and I reflected, and that's where the T-shirts come in. That was my personal interest. I've always had a thing for T-shirts and making apparel, which dates back to my childhood, making shirts for my dad's company business. And then Trevor working with you a decade or more ago, selling shirts off a parasail boat and stuff. And I've always been really into the apparel side of it. So we fast forwarding a little bit, when we launched our website, we knew we're not going to just launch sunfrog.com and just rake it in. What you have to do is you have to have a platform. So we built our website in a way that rewards affiliates selling for us. So we have a very strong affiliate program. This affiliate program was core to our website right out of the gate. And what we did is we went around to people with huge Facebook fan pages and Pinterest pages, and we wheeled a deal with them. We said, hey, we'll pay you $8 for every T-shirt you sell. And knowing that I was from the wholesale world, like I was talking earlier, we're used to selling shirts for $4. So I can afford to give $8 on a $24 shirt. There's no problem there.
Right.
And so we built an affiliate army. That army now is over 50,000 affiliates, just to put it in perspective. We're talking a massive army of affiliates that span the globe, for everywhere from Vietnamese to Israelis to Indians to Americans and everybody in between. We've got selling our shirts. And when you see sunfrog.com, you see links on Facebook and stuff. If you click into it, you'll usually see like a question mark and a number. So as an example, Trevor, if you signed up, let's say your affiliate 50,000, you'd find one of our 3 million designs on our website. You'd link to it, you send it to all your friends and family, and then when they click on it, we track that. And then as we're tracking that, we're going to show you, hey, your fans viewed these shirts and they bought these shirts, and oh, by the way, I owe you $1,000, $2,000, whatever it might be. And what's really fun, Trevor, what's really cool is we have high school kids that are making $10,000+ a month. We've got people who are living off of our website. We have millionaires that are averaging $100,000 a month on our platform that were making nothing. It was a hobby when they started, and they've grown into this success, and a mutual success, really, because the way we designed our website is truly a platform. We don't make the art and we don't make the sales. We're the platform that delivers on both. So artists come to our website and upload art, they get $1 a shirt. Affiliates come to our website and sell our shirts, and they make $8 a shirt. And we keep the difference. Everybody's happy. It really is a win-win for everyone.
So now describe, so phenomenal, great job, by the way, like breaking it down. But I do want an idea of, see, this is what I'm really grateful that we're doing this on my show right now, because I would have been ripping all these exact same questions with you, just you and me, trying to figure out how I can model this for myself and for my clients, and now we're just giving it away. So I love the fact that we're capturing it. I talk about a platform all the time. Lately, I've been working with business owners, helping them with a book to build as a platform, because they can use it to market themselves. It's great positioning. And so I have a different definition of what a platform is potentially than you. So define what you say platform is, because I think it's unique. And that's something that I think I need to understand and my audience needs to understand.
Okay, well, from a technical standpoint, in the world of the .com world, a platform is like an eBay, an Etsy, an Amazon. It's a place to do commerce, really. So like when you go to eBay doesn't really sell any of those products. eBay simply is the platform for the buyer and the seller. They bring the buyer and the seller together, and they get a flowage. And in a sense, we're a lot like that, with one little difference. I mean, we're not just a flowage, we're actually a production facility. That's where hundreds of those employees and folks come in. We're running 24/7, actually producing the product on demand that people buy. But we are definitely a platform, because and the other thing, like I had mentioned earlier, we have over 3 million designs. To put that in perspective, if you go to Amazon right now and you start searching for shirts, they have about 58,000 unique designs. We have 3 million. So, I mean, we're talking us, them, and same goes for eBay and Etsy and everyone else. Like, we are just killing everyone as far as selection goes, because we're attracting artists from all over the world that want to ride the SunFrog bandwagon right now. And that's what, when I say platform.
So, and this makes sense. A friend of mine actually created a platform, a technology that he sold to eBay for, I think, $22 million. And
good for him. That's awesome.
Doesn't that sound like a good payday?
Yeah, nice day.
But what you're saying, basically, your platform was making sure that people could conduct business. So you became the eBay of T-shirts to a certain degree, and you decided show everybody your shirt. Go ahead and let's go a little higher there. Yeah, there we are. So when I assumed sunfrogshirts.com, I was thinking that this was, okay, you've sold 1 billion SunFrog shirts with that logo. That is not the case. So this is, you decided to create, where are people going to transact business? And then you became the middleman, or it's like, I mean, you just said we're gonna do, like, you opened up a parking lot and said, this is where we're gonna do business. Anybody who wants to you pull in your cars, you can buy here. You pull in your cars, you can design here. You pull in your car, you can sell here. You can have soda pop here. You can do whatever. But you went ahead and decided that's the platform, and you came up with the cute name of SunFrog. And then decided to use affiliates. Because here's the other thing, is a lot of people will go out and decide, I'm going to sell. Like, okay, I'm going to go do it. When you and I worked together and we were working on T-shirts, I mean, T-shirts saved my business, straight up. I was making $89,000 my first year when I started my water sports business, was not even breaking even, because if you take an engine and dip it in salt, wrap it in fiberglass and dip it in salt water, you're going to have problems. You and I both know this. I learned to sell a T-shirt finally. It took me forever. I tell the story all the time when it talks about sales. but there was great profit margin in it. And if I could get more of the clients I had out on board buy more stuff, then I made a lot more money. And it was that simple. And learning t-shirts helped me actually save my business. We're going to have to take a quick break. We're going to come back in just a second. You're watching Greatness Quest on Grant Cardone TV. Guys, welcome back. Josh Kent here is smiling because every time I take a break, I'm clapping so that my video editor knows the shift. And I'm like, yes, Josh, yeah, I'm clapping for you too. What a great episode we've had so far. We were just talking about that 3 degrees from greatness or a few degrees from greatness. And for you, it was going from a wholesale sale to starting your own retail store to start basically doing the same things you've done for other for companies that you built online. I know you helped a lot of companies with success there. You helped me, you helped a ton of people, but you decided to build a platform that was for a lot of people to come and conduct business. And you've now got 50,000 affiliates. I think that's awesome because you decided instead of selling yourself, you'd find people to sell. Is that what you thought, or how would you clean that up?
Yeah, really. I mean, it really comes down to our secret sauce. There's really no secret, really. I mean, at the end of the day, it is our affiliate relationships. It's the affiliates that drive SunFrog. And we have got some loyal affiliates, people who bought their first car, their first home, their parents' first home, whatever it is, using SunFrog money. And it's life-changing kind of money. And these are people that have evolved over the last few years. And when I say a few years, I mean, in the internet world is like dog years. So Facebook has had major algorithm changes over the last 2 years. It used to be you could just post something on Facebook and sell a bunch of it. Now with the ads, I mean, Facebook's caught on. It's like, hey, we're going to sell these people ads. These people have converted to be ad buyers, speculators and stuff. And it's just amazing to see the professional growth that our affiliates have gone through. And of course, we're always looking for the latest and greatest to share and educate our affiliates with. But the beauty of the affiliate is they are our sales force. So,
and you don't have any in-house salespeople, is that right? Or
you know what's crazy, Trevor, is we don't even have an in-house marketing person, an in-house PR person. I mean, we've been 2 years. It's just our affiliates, they are our force, really. They're the ones getting the word out. They're the ones spreading the word and getting the links out to people. And it's been tremendous, the success that we have found by affiliating with people. Basically by doing for them what we would want to do if we were on that side. Because up until SunFrog, it was Zazzle, Cafe Press, some of those kind of sites you may have heard of. They were paying like 10 to 12%. And it's like, well, that's not fun. That's like a dollar or two on a t-shirt. You know, so now we start at 35 and we pay up to 50% based on performance. So we've got people making between $8, $12, $13 per t-shirt. So it adds up very quickly. You can get into the tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands very quick as an affiliate.
Okay, so somebody can go to sunfrog.com right now and they can sign up as an affiliate. They could probably also buy some shirts. Am I right about that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, we wanted to go ahead and give someone a free gift as far as you I think I said, let's give away something that's not going to cost you any money. And you said, well, I don't mind giving away a t-shirt. So if someone's listening to this on podcast, you've probably seen it already show up on the video cast here. Go to greatnessquest.com/SunFrog. And you'll get the free gift. Josh, tell them what that coupon code or what that's going to get them.
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll give you a coupon code that's free, a free t-shirt, free shipping. You're choosing. We have over 3 million designs on our website. So just run a search through the search bar or browse a category. It's built a lot like Amazon. Just go searching for a fun shirt that represents who you are, and we'll get that shirt out to you.
All right. That's awesome, man. I love a physical product because it feels like, it's so much more than, I mean, I love digital products as well. I consume
It is
everywhere.
a digital world we live in.
I've got like 4 digital products going right now. I can see my laptop. I can see my computer. All this stuff. Okay, but I also love getting stuff in the mail, so that's cool. So thank you very much for that. That's a great gift.
Do it.
I'm curious about what's next for you because... Well, actually, I want 2 things. So I want to know what's next because I want people to, first of all, I want to know. Like I said, I'm going to ask questions I want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know what some of your challenges are right now, because going from 14 to 200 plus employees has got to have some significant challenges. I want to know also a little bit more about how you felt like you were so close to greatness in your business growth, So those are the three things I still want to cover. So I know that's a lot, but go ahead and talk to me about first where you want to go. What's next for SunFrog, and what do you see your company doing?
Well, I think there's two parts to that two answers to that question. One is sustainability. I've been a part of a lot of .coms that are quick to climb, and .coms historically can be quick to fall as well. The sustainability behind SunFrog well, for one, the affiliates are pretty solid because there's so many of them. There comes a comfort and a strength in that. But where I really look for sustainability for us as a company is doing fulfillment. We are just now recently partnering with other major .coms like Busted Tees, Snored Tees, fanrock.com, some big websites that are pushing a lot of shirts. And now SunFrog is becoming the engine behind their website. So what they do is they push us their orders, we do their fulfillment. What's really cool about that is if you go to the web and you Google a certain design, you may see results like Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Busted, Snorg, SunFrog. It doesn't matter where you buy them, we're going to be the guys printing all of them. And that gives us sustainability. It really gives us a lot of market hold. That's important for me and for us as a company moving forward, that these jobs are still here a year from now and 10 years from now. So that's something I'm working really hard on, is the infrastructure behind our company to fulfill for other platforms.
Got it. So not just the .comness. I have some affiliates out there, and that it's fly by night. But if you can go ahead and become the source of the t-shirt, if you're creating something, there's sustainability in physical products.
Yes, absolutely. That way, if SunFrog gets run over by a bus, then we are still fulfilling for other merchants and other .coms. And there's some real sustainability in that. Part two, or the second answer to your question for what I want to see within the next year, I feel we've done a poor job, just to be quite honest with you, in marketing ourselves. Our affiliates do a great job, but a company of our size, we should have a great marketing. Our poly bags that leave the building, they're a stark white poly bag. They need to have our logo. They need to look like Christmas wrapping paper with SunFrog logos. We need to have a sticker in the bag. We have now delivered to millions and millions of homes worldwide, and I need to do the correct marketing so that they actually remember SunFrog. Because in a lot of cases, our customers feel like they bought from Pinterest, they feel like they bought from Facebook, or wherever they happen to be. And if I bridge the gap, what happens is I've got affiliate sales and SunFrog sales. SunFrog sales can go up. It's a lot like Amazon did. I mean, Amazon started as an affiliate platform, but a lot of people know Amazon and work directly with Amazon now.
Yeah.
And that's really what I see in the next year or two, is us really striving on those two fronts.
Well, and I think that's one of the reasons you reached out to me, is when we reconnected, you said that you were looking for some in-house people for marketing and PR and things like that. So if anybody wants to reach out to Josh, go to sunfrog.com. If you can go ahead and help them with some of that, or reach out to me, because I can connect you with Josh and we can talk about what would be a good fit. Another thing that I didn't, the how-to part, Josh. So if I became an affiliate for you, because some people that are watching right now might be excited and say, oh gosh, this is motivating. Like I'm a high school kid and I would love to make 10 grand a month and $1 million and buy my first car and all that. That's pretty cool. But then maybe there's some other people that are thinking, I would more want to duplicate this strategy in my business, the psychology of how it's done we've talked about. But if somebody wanted to become an affiliate and actually make sales, I know they can sign up and whatnot, but give me a snippet of what that might look like on what I would have to do in order to make a living with SunFrog.
Okay, that's a great question. Let me give you the high school kid example, because when you look at it from the high schooler's perspective, we can really kind of wrap our heads around it. We've got a particular high school kid that comes to mind who has a diesel truck like fan page, like he's really into diesel trucks, big tires, the whole deal. So he goes to our website and he searches diesel, and he finds powered diesel shirts and all these rolling coal type shirts. And what he does is he basically finds the link, he goes to Facebook, and he shares that with all of his fans. And these fans, he's built his own fan page. where he goes around the web and he's collecting diesel truck pictures, and people like it, and then the likes of likes are shown. So over time, he built around 300,000 followers in the form of likes and fans, and it's rather easy to do. And if you haven't done it and you want to do it, you can literally go to YouTube, watch a video on a few Facebook strategy tips, and you can learn how to do this. And we have got a lot of people on Facebook who are running interest group type fan pages like that, and that's a prime example of a young man who came to us, started selling t-shirts. He ended up buying a brand new diesel truck because of the amount of shirts he was selling, and he's just one example of many. We've got people selling dog shirts, and not just dog and cat shirts, but like specific breeds, because they love their Pomeranian, they love their pug. Go to our website, search pug. There are thousands of pug shirts, and the idea is give a relevant product to a specific audience. So in those examples, you got the diesel people, you got the dog people, you got the health and wellness people. There's so many segments, and Facebook does a good job of delivering to each of those segments, right, whether you're buying ads or whether you're doing it for free, and both are an option.
So in that example, the teenager actually had a passion of his. He created a fan page about other people that were into the same passion. Then he found shirts he liked and designs that he liked, and he made it as an available link. And now, so his platform is his fan page and his passion. And then a vehicle to earn that income is basically finding great shirts that are already on SunFrog. And now you've partnered together, and that's one of a million examples. And he didn't go sell, hey, go buy all my shirts. It sounds like he said, or the dog person or the cat person, he said, hey, there is one cat t-shirt designer. Here's 4 cat t-shirts designed. Yeah. If you like my cat web page, then maybe you'd like my cat t-shirts. Do you want one? Am I right in that? And
yeah, you're absolutely right. Picture the news feed. There's a cute cat, a cute cat, a cute cat, a cat t-shirt, a cute cat, right? Yeah. So you're just nesting it in. It becomes part of the content feed. And people who like and follow these pages, that shirt is very relevant to them, and it's very desirable, and the impulsive purchase ability of a shirt is really high.
Yeah.
So they're seeing something they really relate to and something they want to see. So they're not going to unlike you, unfriend you because of that. It's actually, you're bringing them what they want just as much as those pictures that you send. And there's usually a ratio, and everybody who does this finds a balance. Some people it's like a 10-to-1, some it's a 3-to-1. Depends on how aggressive you want to be and how well perceived your shirt picks are to your audience.
Well, I just thought of something. This is kind of off subject. It's not off subject, but it's just maybe a random thought if someone's like following exactly what you were saying.
Yeah.
You mentioned what's next for you is sustainability, because you have seen, and we know some of the .coms you've been in that you've seen go up and down, right?
Yep.
So for you, sustainability, what's interesting is when I'm helping a business grow, one of the things I'm asking is, do you have something that is scalable? So in your example, if you added 10,000 more affiliates, that would be scalable immediately. You've got the fulfillment center, you've got 200 employees that are printing shirts and sending these out, and that's all done. So you've created a platform, and since you're not creating the design, and since you're not making the sales, since you've just got to make sure you fulfill, you have a scalable model.
Right.
So another thing I'm asking, so first of all, I'm going to the mom and pop shop, and I'm saying, are you doing something that you can scale, or is there only so much of you to go around? In the example of the web consulting business, you couldn't personally consult with 1 million people or 50,000 web businesses. You couldn't do that and design their business structure for 50,000. You didn't have that choice. So it's only scalable to a certain extent. So then the second thing I'm looking for is whether or not it's sellable. And what you just described is a t-shirt is an impulse purchase for that cat t-shirt, or excuse me, funny, cute cat picture, cute cat picture, cute cat t-shirt, cute cat picture, cute. So, and people might buy that. Really, it's a small purchase decision, somewhere between $10 and $30 would be my guess for most of the products. So that makes sense. Is it sellable? Like, will people buy the doggone thing? And I said t-shirts saved my business because I was able to sell an extra 10 shirts a day, let's say, times, let's say my profit was only $10. That was an extra $100 a day. I didn't have to go wait tables anymore when I figured out how to sell a doggone t-shirt. So But I think the follow-up question here that's really key for any business owner is that sustainability, because scalable is cool, sellable is really important. Those two variables, if you don't have them, you're kind of screwed. But is it sustainable? Like, how long can you maintain this whatever it is that you're doing? And I think that that's really a key long-term vision for you. So I think that that's I'm really grateful to hear you say it, because it gives me just another way to frame that. If you don't have those two things, you're kind of screwed long term, because you can do anything. You can make them a lot of money today. Doesn't mean you're going to make it tomorrow. And then the other fun thing about what you said is that the next part, it's crazy that you said you've done a poor job marketing yourself. And it sounds like you already know some of the things you need to be doing. So it's not a lack of knowing. So talk to me about this gap, because a lot of people think, I already know that, I already do that, whatever. You just described 2 or 3 things. You're like, you don't have the bandwidth. So talk to me about that real challenge for you, because it's not a lack of knowing, or correct me if I'm wrong.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it is a real challenge when you have explosive growth like this. You really have to take, in a lot of cases, you have to take the path of least resistance. And that's something I preach around here, because when you're growing like we're growing, you have to plug holes sometimes. And we were very, very calculated in who we hired and when we hired them. Like, we started with key people like legal counsel that we have on staff, and HR counsel that's on staff. Like, we really did bring in the best of the best. And as of recently, we just hired what we believe is one of the best online licensing individuals in the nation. And he runs out of California for us, Chris Halleck. And as we move forward, we'll do the same. We'll bring on what we believe is the world's best online digital marketing person to market SunFrog. We'll bring on what we believe is the world's best PR person. And we really are in a state right now where we're looking for the best. We're not looking, in a lot of cases, we will home grow some of our employees and some of our positions, but we are looking to be the pace setter for our industry, the trend setter. So we are definitely looking for some of the best folks we can get. And that really helps us bridge that gap, as you say, hey, how and why, and it really comes down to the key people that we have.
Well, I think that's cool. I think I saw when I Facebooked you immediately after you reached out to me last week, I think, or maybe it was even this week. I saw an article of you in the paper, and how you were taught that the title was it was a picture of it, right? But you were talking about the quality of your team, and that you grew the success of your business based on your team, your core team, I think probably that you have inside that building there, but also your affiliates. Because if you didn't have that affiliate that was in love with you, then you'd be screwed. So, and I love the fact that you're not like beating your own chest saying this was me, I did it all. You have 50,000 people plus 200 in your office space there that are making it happen.
Amazing.
And you know that the next phase of your growth is going to come by bringing on new amazing members of your team. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. We are always looking for good talent. That's why I appreciate this opportunity to talk even today. I'm hoping somebody is watching who knows someone who's an awesome PR or an awesome marketer, so that they'll get a hold of you, get a hold of me, because we're always looking for the best. And even if it's a position we're not even looking for, if it's the right person, we'll make a spot for them.
Yeah. Well, I think that's key. I just was interviewing. I was in the Bahamas last week for 2 weeks, which is why I'm even slightly tan now. I see you're pretty tan. You get out on the boat, don't you?
Yeah, I live on the boat.
Well, I don't anymore, but I did see some of your water skiing boat you have on lakes, I guess. You're in. Tell everybody actually where you live and where your shop.
I'm in Michigan, northern Michigan, surprisingly.
Northern Michigan. See, I was in the Bahamas. Everybody assumes that you're gonna have boats in the Bahamas. I wouldn't think that northern Michigan you would, but I haven't spent much time up there. But what was I gonna say? I was interviewing some of the successful businesses in the Bahamas that I used to work with, and they have one of them has a stingray operation. Very cool episode I actually just recorded about what they've done that's been successful. But they said the same thing. The core of their success has been their team of people they have around them. And I guess my last little 2 cents before I ask for yours is that if you're looking for the next phase of success in your business, I don't care whether you're starting or whether you've got 250 employees, I think one of the key areas to look is to find help. Find somebody who already has the result, who's already created it. Josh didn't say, I'm looking for someone who's just getting started in PR and might want to be good at marketing. You said that if you're the right person, we'll find a place for you. But you said I'm looking for the world's greatest. I'm looking for someone who does something extraordinary. And that's an intelligent, abundant thing. A lot of business owners think when it comes to marketing and sales, I'm going to have to do this myself. I'm going to have to wear this hat myself. And it's a scarcity mentality versus I know I'm going to invest in my legal team, my licensing team. I would never thought of that because I don't have a business with 200 and plus employees. So my advice is always find help. Ask for help. Ask me for help. Ask Josh for help. Ask someone you know has created a result that you want for help. Josh said, hey, Trevor, I called. It's great to connect, but who do you know? I'm looking for people. I want someone to help me that does it better than me. I know what I need. Who is going to come in and do it in an extraordinary way? Because you didn't say I'm the best designer. You didn't say our team has the best, we're the best salespeople. No. You created a platform to conducting business that will have sustainability. So what is your last 2 cents here? Because we have to wrap this up in the next minute or two.
Sure. My advice to any business owner, entrepreneur, really, look close, because as I was talking about the degree of greatness, it's usually really close. A lot of business owners have a spirit of creativity. We have a spirit of entrepreneurship, and we tend to jump ship a lot. And I can say this confidently. I own 10 different businesses, and I'm a squirrel chasing, butterfly chasing idea guy. But look close when you really want to really lock that success in. Stick with something you love. Find that. Then for me, it was shirts and it was technology. It's a fusion of two things I absolutely love. But then stick close and look close, because usually the answer is really close as far as that greatness step. It's something within your business or within your model that just needs to be tweaked. And now I feel like I'm developing an eye. I've been able to spot it and see it in other businesses. So I would really recommend look close for it. Then second, I would recommend delegate. And that's tough for owner-operators, really tough. But then to back that up, just inspect what you expect. Delegate it, but then occasionally inspect what you're expecting for results.
Yeah, if you don't do that, you give the ball to someone and you expect they're going to come back and have scored a touchdown, and that's not going to be the case typically. Yeah. And I think that's the shift. My wife was just at an event with Tony Robbins recently at his business mastery event. He was talking about the difference between delegating and leveraging and his definition of it. And I've had some in the past, but it was basically when you leverage something, his definition. And I wasn't there, so I'm just repeating it third hand. But is that you don't lose the responsibility. When people typically delegate, they're like, I've given that to someone else. They're going to come back to it with me, and then you have an opportunity to be pissed off because if they don't do it the way you asked them to. His definition of leverage, and it sounds like you have one similar, is inspect what you expect. So that's not losing responsibility. That's saying, okay, I'm going to expect this. I'm going to be responsible for that result, not just give it to someone else and just trust that it's going to be done and blindly like, woohoo! And now yes, I won the lottery. No, I didn't. Now I'm pissed. So would you agree with that?
Completely.
All right.
I do.
Well, my friend, I know we're at the top of the hour here, so we're going to have to go ahead and jam. I want to go ahead. It's funny. I am just less than a month ago, I decided to get into adding t-shirts back to a part of my business that I'm doing for some of my clients to help pay for some of their marketing. And I just was signing up for some different t-shirt sites to go ahead and do the on-demand fulfillment. So that's another fun thing. Now I'm going to be going with you instead of them, because we'll figure that out. So I want to set another time to talk with you very soon. But you guys are watching Greatness Quest. Every week, I'm going to bring you somebody absolutely extraordinary to help take your life and your business to the next level. Go check out sunfrog.com. And
Greatness Quest is also available for download on iTunes and Stitcher. See the link in the description below.